Hi, friends, it's me, Hussein Nova, and we're back with another review. This time, we're going to do Supergirl, which is the second DCU movie under James Gunn. And I'm not gonna hold back, okay? This movie was really boring. It was boring and it was messy. Okay, so I came in this movie with a lot of expectations just because Superman, you already know my review, it wasn't the greatest review ever. I gave it a 6. I actually gave it a 4, but then I bumped it up to a 6. But I think it has a lot of plot problems. But with that movie, they could have improved on it, the next one should have been better. They should have took what they learned with Superman and make an even better movie with Supergirl, but clearly, that's not what happened. They actually got worse. Somehow they got so much worse. So I actually arrived late at the theaters to watch this, and the first scene I saw was Ruthie's family getting killed, and I was kind of thrown off just from that. But, I searched up the plot on Wikipedia and it turned out I really didn't miss anything. So, yeah, Ruthie, let's just talk about Ruthie because honestly, like, she's the main character in this movie. The fact that Supergirl herself is she's not the main character. The main character is this little girl and she is annoying. I did not like her. And no disrespect to the actor, but ugh, the acting is so bad. Like Ruthie is a character, she's a girl that just saw her family got killed, but for this entire movie, I'm just not convinced that she is traumatized or anything. She says she wants revenge, but I just don't believe it. I don't know if it's the acting or if it's the script or maybe a mix of both. But I'm not convinced. And same goes with Kara. She has this traumatizing backstory as well, and she drinks a lot, but I'm just not convinced that any of these characters are traumatized at all. And I'm not saying that traumatized people can't be a little goofy, they can't be happy, but I don't know, there should be at least something to a more vulnerable moment just to show how the trauma affects these characters, but we really don't get anything like that at all. And Ruthie, again, I really don't like her as a character. She just needed she was Scrappy Doo. She was just trying to fight everyone by herself, and she just needed rescuing over and over again. And ugh, somehow this plot is just so contrived. She is always able to find wherever Supergirl is. She's just stalking Supergirl everywhere she goes, and I remember that scene when she was locked up and she actually jumped on that prison guard, who's a big monster, and then she killed him or something. I don't know. That's just not believable. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not convinced at all that she's able to do something like that. And then we have Kara, who, like, isn't a good character either. Like, she doesn't even have a character arc in this movie. At least that's how I see it. Like, I don't know, like, the way the movie just expects us to know who she is without, like, introducing, like, who she is. Except, like, through, like, one flashback. Like, except one flashback. That's all we get. But, like, I don't know, like, what was her character arc in this movie? Like, she was just forced to help Ruthie because they shot Crypto again. And yeah, we're gonna talk about Crypto later too. But with Kara, like, I don't know, like, she's just this drunkard and like she's like, oh, like, I'm not like Superman. I see people like equally or whatever, like for who they truly are. I'm not like the good guy like Superman. And I'm like, I'm just again like I don't know if it's the bad acting or if it's just the writing on screen that like we don't get to see any of this, but like I'm not convinced that she's like this edgier Superman. Like I am not convinced at all. Like and again, like what was her character arc? Like I don't even know how to put into words like what her character arc was. And yeah, just thinking about that too, like what was the theme of this movie? Like what was it? Like was it to protect your innocence or something? Cause like I mean, I guess because they were preaching that like, oh my god, it was so preachy. Like Supergirl was like, oh my god, don't kill the villain. Which the villain sucked, but we're gonna get to that too. But like don't kill the villain. You're gonna regret this. And I'm just like rolling my eyes at this scene just cause like how preachy it is and also like just the fact that Ruthie, like I'm pretty sure she killed that prison guard. Like I'm pretty sure she did commit murder already. I don't know like what was really the message of this movie at all. Like it's trying to be preachy, but at the same time, it's trying to be like a little edgy too. And yeah, let's talk about the other characters. Let's talk about Crypto first. I'm sick and tired of Crypto being a victim. Like, he was a victim in Superman. Like, he had to be rescued by Superman just because Lex kidnapped him. And then in this movie, he gets shot by poison. And now we had to save him again. Like, I'm just sick of this. I am sick of this. Let's make like Crypto an actual sidekick instead of like being a burden. Like, good grief. And then let's talk about the villain too, because this was so funny. Like, this was really funny. Like, somehow, I mean, I guess I'm guessing he followed Ruby, but somehow he found Supergirl's ship. And then he took the ship for whatever reason. Like, like this was never explained. I'm kind of going off script, by the way. I don't care. But yeah, this was just not explained at all. And then, yeah, this villain, he really sucked. He was terrible. He was so terrible. I did not like him at all. Like, they're trying to make you, like, just feel bad about, or like, they're trying to make you dislike him, like, just because he's kidnapping girls all over the galaxy and everything. But, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care about him at all. I really don't care about him. He was just a terrible villain. He was just so cheesy, like just like all the other characters. He was really cheesy. And again, like I think there's this big clash of themes. Like we got this edgy like trying to be edgy, but like not edgy enough. And then this big cheesy comedy. And like I just don't think that works. Like I think like Guardians of the Galaxy once again knew how to balance the two, but like Guardians really dives deep into the traumas of the characters. While this movie not so much. Like I would be fine if we had these two like contrasting tones, but like really dive into the more edgy, the traumatizing stuff, you know, like if you want that to be like if you want your characters to be a little edgier, like dive into it. Like don't stick with this cheesy comedy thing all the way through because like otherwise I'm not gonna be convinced that your characters are like more serious, you know. I want to add that this movie wasn't funny either. It was trying so hard to be funny. But yeah, it fails at being edgy and it fails at being a comedy. So it just ends up being nothing. Nothing. And Lobo, that brings me to Lobo as well, who like I think probably is the best character just cuz like he has a fun personality. But I think like even he is really contrived. Like he just shows up out of nowhere. Like three different times by the way. Like the first time he showed up completely out of the blue and then second time again, like he's just there and he's fighting alongside Supergirl. And then the third time he gets kidnapped off screen. Off screen. So like even he couldn't save this movie just because like his appearances were like so contrived. And don't get me started with like the contrivances. Like again, like characters just like popping up over and over again. And then, oh my god, there was that. What? Supergirl gets kidnapped, or she falls. She like falls for Krim, the villain. I hate him. I don't care what his name was. Krim, the villain's trap. Like somehow she falls for his trap. Like I don't know. And then she gets dumped on that world with the two suns, the green and the yellow sun. And like right when Ruthie is in danger, the suns like switch at the perfect exact time. Like, yeah, I really can't with this movie. Using like using cliches and contrivances like this. And can we talk about how slow the pacing is? That beginning dragged really long. Like it just dragged and dragged. And I was bored. I was really bored throughout this whole movie. I mean, the action sequences were really, like, they were boring too. Like, I was not intrigued with the action sequences at all either. Like, there was a scene, like, oh, there was like a scene like right before Lobo showed up where Supergirl like got into a fight with the others just because they were trying to kidnap Ruthie. But like the camera is fixed on Ruthie and Supergirl fights the others in the background. I'm like, what happened? We want to see the action. We don't want to see Ruthie. Like, did something go wrong and like they had to edit around it or something? Like, trust me, I know. Like, I know how that feels. Just student film, like film student here, but uh, I don't know what happened. And like all the other action sequences were really boring too. Like I had like near the end, there was this big like it's trying to be so dramatic. Like there's like this slow-mo where Ruthie's just like like explosions everywhere, and Ruthie's just like looking around, like like just looking around at Supergirl fighting, and then like all the explosions and all the debris and everything. Like it's just trying to be so dramatic, but I'm just like rolling my eyes. This was a bad movie, and this is what I feared, like, about James Gunn. Like, I had, like, optimism from Superman, just, like, because there was something good, like, as much problems as there was in that movie, like, there was a lot of good that they could improve on, but they didn't. They just got worse with this movie, like I'm just scared for this like DCU because like we all want like the DC to be as good as Marvel, but like they're just stumbling again and again. And Clayface, I think, is the third movie. And obviously, it's not gonna do as well. Like, if Supergirl couldn't sell enough based on its name, Clayface is not gonna do as well. But like just hoping that it's at least a good movie. And it's gonna be a horror, like more horror. So like hopefully the tone is actually different enough from these two Supergirl and Superman. So yeah, like I don't know if I'm just coping at this point, but like I want these films to do well. So just gonna wait for Clayface to see like where the direction goes for the DCU because so far it's not looking good at all. A 2 out of 10 for this movie. Think it's on par with like Thor Dark World and The Incredible Hulk, like those type of bad superhero movies. I think it's on par with them. Well, that's the end of this review. I'm curious, what do you think about this movie? Do you actually enjoy it better than me? Comment it down below. And as always, a peace out. Bye.